Hey guys, it's Melanie. Welcome back, or welcome if you are new. I hope you are having a fantastic day. It's time for another round of in-depth candle reviews. I have 3 that I'm going to be sharing here on my channel today. We're obviously kicking it off with HomeWorx Limoncello Cupcake and Toasted Coconut. But a little bit later on throughout the day today, you'll see 2 additional in-depth candle reviews. They're both going to be from the latest Kringle Reserve launch. So I'll be sharing my thoughts on the Reserve Midnight Dahlia, as well as the Reserve Lilacs and Lilies fragrance. So stay tuned for those. If you are not already subscribed and you're interested in more of these home fragrance related videos, definitely make sure you hit that subscribe button before checking out of the video today. That way all of my future content will pop up in your subscription feed. Anyway, you guys, let's dig into the Limoncello Cupcake and Toasted Coconut. I'll put a link to where you can purchase this at the top of the description box. This one is available in a set of 2 from QVC, but it has also launched on the HomeWorx website. So if you don't want to necessarily purchase a set of 2, you can order from the Rakuten & Co website. I'll also include my discount code. My affiliate discount code is Melanie P, just the letter P. That'll save you 15% off of your purchase at the Rakuten & Co website. So feel free to use that if you are interested. But let's go ahead and dive into the scent story of this fragrance. We'll read through the in-depth fragrance notes. I'm going to tell you what I smell in here. We'll discuss the strength and the throw. And then lastly, we will discuss the overall burn quality. Okay, so the scent story here reads, a tropical twist on the original and classic limoncello cupcake. Fresh lemon peel, candied lemon, and toasted coconut flakes are folded into creamy vanilla cupcake topped with toasted coconut. The top notes here are candied lemon, effervescent lime, and coconut sugar. The middle notes are limoncello, coconut milk, and toasted coconut flakes. And at the base, we have creamy vanilla coconut creme and baked cupcake. So the very first thing that I noticed about this particular fragrance is that the original just limoncello cupcake really stands out in the fragrance. If you were a fan of this particular scent when it was originally released many years ago, it still very much has that intense lemon cupcake, and it's a very beautiful, juicy, sweet lemon that's in here. It does not even remotely smell like lemon pledge or lemon pine sol. A lot of times I feel like when it comes to home fragrance, lemon scents smell very astringent to my nose, and they can come off kind of as cleaning products, if that makes sense. This is a very true, like, lemon cupcake that you're getting here. There is nothing that smells astringent in the lemon at all. It's very fresh, it's very juicy, it has a lot of sweetness to it. So that part of the fragrance is a definite like standout for me when it comes to this being a lemon scent. The cupcake, the vanilla cupcake note is also very evident in here. This is a fantastic gourmand, just as limoncello cupcake, but with that added toasted coconut note, which you really, really distinctly smell in here. It's like when you take the sweetened like coconut flakes that you can buy at the grocery store and you lightly toast them in your oven, like that exact smell is what I get in this candle. It's like they literally toasted the coconut flakes and then sprinkled them on top of a like lemon chiffon cupcake. This is absolutely perfectly executed, and it smells so delicious. I was actually originally going to order this when it first launched on the QVC website, but I was really hesitant to get a set of 2, so I had my fingers crossed that it would show up over at Rakuten & Co, and I'm so glad that it did. I'm really watching my space these days when it comes to bringing in large amounts of candles. I'm trying to be a little bit more strategic. This is one where I absolutely will reorder this for the summertime. There's no way I'm saving this one. I'm just gonna keep burning it, but I really love this scent. And this is one of those classic summertime fragrances that I am just so excited to enjoy once the weather warms up a little bit. So yeah, it's a great fragrance. Listen, if you're at all a fan of coconut, I think this one is worth checking out, especially if you like the limoncello cupcake on its own. Just that little bit of added coconut in there is absolute perfection. So the scent itself, I cannot possibly give it enough thumbs up. It's absolutely perfect. In terms of the strength and the throw, this has been giving me a solid, I would say almost 7 in terms of strength. It's a very noticeable fragrance. I've been burning this mostly downstairs in the kitchen. I've moved it around to the family room, and I've also placed it in the dining room. And in all 3 spaces, it was very consistent in terms of the strength. The throw, I would put probably somewhere between a 6 and a 7. It does travel, but it doesn't fill up the entirety of the downstairs of my house. It's strong enough to where I have to be somewhat mindful about what else I'm pairing with this one. And the times that I've been burning this particular scent, I have also lit up the limoncello cupcake and raspberry, which I'll be reviewing for you guys next week here. They actually pair really well together. So if you get one of each, I would definitely recommend burning them at the same time. But you know, I definitely can't be lighting up a floral when I have this one going downstairs. It's strong enough to where, you know, whatever else I'm burning has to make sense with this. So I think the potency is there, but if you have a smaller home, maybe it's not quite as open concept, maybe your ceilings are a little bit lower, you might actually have a slightly stronger strength and throw to this one than I do with my more open concept, higher ceiling downstairs area. So strength and throw, I think, is more than adequate here. I'm happy with how this is performing in that respect. Would I like a little bit more? I would not complain about that, but I think I'm good with the way this one is performing. So let's talk any burn issues here. So first of all, I limit the burn with my HomeWorx candles to no more than 3 hours. I find personally, if I go beyond that 3-hour mark, that's when I start to deal with some issues with HomeWorx in terms of the wicks maybe wanting to lean. You tend to get a fairly deep wax pool if you burn these candles for an extended period of time. And certain wicks do get bigger mushroom tops. This one did have some. I'll give you guys the overhead shot. And when that deep wax pool happens and you've got those heavy like carbon residue bits on the tops of your wicks, it can make those wicks want to keel over into the wax. So personally, I have found that limiting the burn and keeping that wax pool from getting too deep is the best policy when it comes to burning HomeWorx candles. But obviously, feel free to burn them however long you want. I just have found that I tend to run into issues if I go much beyond 3 hours. So I tend to be pretty strict about following the manufacturer's burning recommendations. They're usually listed on the bottom of your candles. So if you've never looked for that with any of the candles that you burn in your house, might be good just to take a look and see what the manufacturer says in terms of ideal burn time. But no issues with sooting here, no discoloration in the wax, but I have had some of the mushroom tops fall into my wax pool, so I'll show you guys that. Even with limiting the burn, I have had those mushroom tops falling in. Luckily, they have not affected the fragrance at all, but you guys can see here what I'm talking about. All those little black bits right there, those are all mushroom tops that have fallen off of the wicks during the burn and just sink to the bottom basically. Sometimes I try to fish those out because if you do get a lot of them, I find that it can at points kind of affect the fragrance a little bit, but I'm not always obviously the best at fishing those out. But you can see here, nice clean burn, no sooting, no scorch marks, no discoloration. Wax pool is still nice and clean, minus those carbon balls that are laying down there. So yeah, no issues. Listen, this one has performed really great for me. And based on the performance of this first one that they sent my way, I am certainly inclined to purchase this one myself. So I'll be doing that this summer. My HomeWorx summer candle collection is pretty small at this point. So that kind of affords me the luxury to actually purchase some HomeWorx candles for the upcoming spring and summer season. So I'm really excited to be able to do that again because for years I was just trying to make my way through the backup stash. So anyway, for what it's worth, I'm giving this one 2 big fat thumbs up. I love the original. I love these kind of revised takes on the original. I think they're really interesting and delicious, and I kind of hope to see more of this in the future, not only from HomeWorx, but some other candle brands. I love when they take originals and tweak them just a little bit to make maybe like a whole series of something that is similar, but you know, not quite the same. I just think it's kind of fun and different. So anyway, love this one. Again, if you are not subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button before checking out. I appreciate you guys being here, and I will see you in the next one. Take care. Toodaloo.